People need to have high-dose edibles or they're going to die, and we're not walking away from them.
A well-known cannabis advocate says he's been charged with trafficking on Vancouver's Downtown Eastside for selling low-cost cannabis out of his RV. Neil Magnuson of the Cannabis Substitution Program says it happened Tuesday, about 2 years after they set up near Main Street and East Cordova.
Until they drag us away in chains and put us into cages, we can't stop helping these people. We've known them for years, we care about them, and we're not going to turn our backs on them just because a government says you have to do it legally or not at all.
Video posted earlier this week shows several officers speaking with Magnuson. He says 2 members of his staff were also charged, and his RV was towed.
The group says they have over 200 members who rely on the cannabis products here, and without them, they're at risk of deadly overdose.
One of our regulars has been really upset by it. Like, she has an extremely high tolerance. So even with our affordable prices, she still struggles to get what she needs. But she was so stressed out about the whole thing, she spent the entire night crying. So I ended up just buying her some stuff myself to help her.
I wouldn't even think about the other harder stuff. Just the THC gummies worked the best for myself.
75,000 cookies I've donated to the Downtown Eastside by New Year's Eve. I've lost friends. Friends of mine have lost their kids. My daughter's lost her stepfather and his brother.
Businesses need a license to sell non-medical cannabis in BC, but Magnuson says this is medicine. He applied for a Health Canada exemption for a license to sell low-barrier cannabis and is still waiting for a decision. Until then, his business remains illegal. Dr. MJ Malloy's research at UBC includes studies that found cannabis use resulted in less use of crack, and it increases the chances people will stay in treatment to get off opioids. Where would you go if they got shut down?
I'd have to buy them from different cannabis stores, which I'm on disability, so when it'd be a hard one.
I shudder to think of what would happen to many of our members, and what would happen to them. They're going to go back into the poison drug supply. Many of them will die.
Magnuson shared this notice to appear in court in July. The Vancouver Police Department says there is an ongoing investigation, but it's not sure if charges have been approved. The BC Prosecution Service and Public Prosecution of Canada were unable to confirm the charges to City News. In Vancouver, Crystal Laderas, City News.